Today, I'll crochet this two-color balloon hat. The crocheting method for both colors is the same. Let's first look at the starting needle table, according to the age group you are crocheting for. To start. For 1 to 3 years old, start with 38 to 40 stitches. If your hands are particularly tight, you can start with 40, 41, or 42 stitches. You can start a few more stitches. The height can reach 23 or 24. The length can reach 46. Sew it up. The thread used is pine velvet and a 4.5 crochet hook. Let's take a look at the starting needle. Pinch the thread with your pinky. Index finger wraps the thread. Hold the crochet needle with both hands. Turn around the bottom of the thread. Hold the cross point with both hands and bring out the first stitch. Tighten this stitch, which doesn't count. Raise up and bring out one. This is the first braid. 2, 3, 4. 1 braid counts as 1 stitch. Start with the number of stitches in the chart and crochet as many braided stitches as you have. When crocheting, make the stitches looser so that it can go down vertically. Don't roll it up. If you roll it up, your hands will be too tight. You can take it apart and start over. Works loosely. It will be softer. Okay, let's start braiding. The braided stitches are done. I started with 44 stitches for medium socks. Look at this needle starting table. I started with 44 stitches in the middle. The height should be 26 to 27. Okay, take out the braided needle you've crocheted and measure its length. This is its height. Let's measure its height from here to the bottom. About 26 to 27 centimeters. Because this is a braided stitch. After you finish crocheting a flower, after crocheting the first row, it will shrink inward. If you crochet braided stitches, you can make it longer. Isn't it 44 stitches here? You can also crochet 46 stitches. It doesn't matter if one more or one less. Okay, after the first row of braided stitches, the second row starts to crochet the pattern. After counting all the stitches, you can crochet one braided stitch. Okay, a standing stitch. Before every turn, you need to add one more braided stitch. This stitch doesn't count as the second stitch. First, crochet a short stitch. Pick up the outer braids. A short stitch. Finish this stitch. Tie the knot. This is the first stitch. You must do it. Tie the knot. After crocheting the short stitches, crochet the pattern. Before crocheting the pattern, the first stitch is always a short stitch. Pick the braid outside this short needle. Now there are 2 loops on the hook. Pick 1 and 2. This is a short stitch. Pick the braid outside the short needle and the braids below. Take the thread. Merge the 3 loops together. Okay, the first flower pattern is completed. Now there are 3 loops on the hook. Pick the outermost braids. Then pick the braids below. Thread through the 3 loops. Merge them together. Pick the outer braids. Then pick the braids below. Merge the 3 loops together with the thread. Yes, hook down. It's all repeated. Pick the outer braids. And then pick the braids below. Merge the 3 loops together. Are there 3 braids? We only picked the outside one. Okay, pick the braids below and merge the 3 loops together. This is called a flower knot. 1 needle corresponds to 1 needle. Keep crocheting down. Merge 3 loops. Pick the outside and then the bottom braids. Merge 3 together with thread. Pick the outside and then pick this one. The braids below. Merge 3 braids with thread. Yes, according to this rule. Continue to crochet down. And there are 7 stitches left. The 7 stitches left are the needle for the top. Okay, let's start crocheting. First, hook to the back. The front pattern has been hooked to the back. There are 7 wild stitches left. After hooking these 7 stitches, which are the 7 stitches at the top, both adults and children leave 7. Pick up the thread outside and directly bring it to the back. The drawstring needle must be hooked loosely. Pick up the thread from outside. Okay, this is the second one. Insert the needle. Take the thread and pull out the 2 stitches behind. 8. The drawstring needle must be hooked loosely. Okay, 3 pulls. Insert the needle and bring the thread and directly bring out the back stitches. There are 7 in total. Be sure to count them. You must count when you crochet. This is the last stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After hooking, our first row of flower pattern is finished. When crocheting, make sure to crochet loosely. Crochet loosely, and the elasticity will be very soft. Okay, let's look at the second row. If you don't change the thread, you can continue to crochet. Reverse the magic needle. Continue to crochet. If you use 2 kinds of threads, we can directly change the thread. Every time you change threads is at the needle for threading the yarn. Change. Change it once back and forth. Leave a little thread. Change the thread for the standing stitch. After each stitch, before turning, we need to add 1 more standing stitch. Okay, reverse the standing stitches. The first stitch of the standing stitch doesn't Insert the hook into the second stitch, this lead needle, to pick up the braids closest to us. Okay, it has 2. Let me show you. Does it have 2 braided stitches? Okay, it's a braided stitch. This one can be adjusted to the braid closer to us. We crochet like this. We need 7 guide stitches near us. Are all picked from the braids closest to us. When crocheting the pattern, we pick the outer braids. Okay, let's crochet 7 guide stitches. The first stitch doesn't count. Start from the second stitch. We'll crochet 7 drawstring stitches. These are the 7 lead stitches of the hat top. And don't change back and forth. Okay, 1 drawing. After we finish crocheting, you can pull the thread a little bit to adjust it. It's the first time to change threads. Okay, 1 lift. Pick up the 2 closest to us. You must count them. If you don't count, you'll easily lose the needle. 3 back loops. 4 stitches must be loosened. 5 pull loops. 6th one. Then do the 7th slip stitch. Must be on the 7th stitch to make a marker. On the 7th stitch and make a mark. After hooking, the pattern will appear below. The pattern is still the same. 7 stitches. Still hooked 7 stitches. It's the same back and forth before crocheting the pattern. You should crochet a short stitch. The crochet for the pattern is to pick the braids outside. At first, we picked up the slip stitches, 7 back loops, all of which are close to us. For the flower pattern is to pick the outer braid that is far from us. First, hook a short stitch. Also pick the braids outside. Before crocheting each flower, the first stitch is a short stitch. You can't crochet the pattern without a short stitch. Okay, short stitches. After crocheting the short stitches, there are 2 loops. Pick up the outer loop. Then pick the lower one. Pick the outer side. Merge 3 loops together. And hook down. Pick the outside and then the bottom one. Merge 3 stitches together. Pick the outer one and then the lower one, the braid that is far from us. Merge 3 together with thread. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 with thread. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together. Yes, crochet down. The same. I won't show you more. The crocheting method of each pattern is the same. Continue crocheting until you reach the mark at the back. And hook the last stitch here. This row of flowers until you reach the last stitch of the marker. Okay, pick the outside and then the bottom. This is the last stitch. You must make a mark. If you don't do it, the first stitch will be the marker stitch. You can easily lose this stitch. If you lose a stitch, you won't be able to find it. Be sure to make a marker button. Okay, bring the thread and wind it. Merge 3 stitches together. Finish this row. After hooking, this is the part of the hatred edge. Okay, let's change the thread for 2 rows. This is a row of turning back. And then hook another row. Just do a standing stitch. Okay, reverse the first stitch, the standing stitch, not the second stitch. Let's start crocheting the pattern. Before we start crocheting, the first stitch is a short stitch. First, hook the first short stitch on the outside. Be sure to mark the first stitch. This is very important. You must do it. If you don't do it, the shorter you crochet, the shorter it will be. Finish the short stitches. Pick the braid outside the short needle. Then pick the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together. Yes, hook down. It's the same. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 stitches with thread, then wrap thread. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 strands together. The pattern is still correct. The back is the same. Keep crocheting until you reach the marker. There are 7 stitches after the marker. It's still a slip stitch for the top of the hat. We hooked here first. This row of flowers has been hooked to the mark. There are 7 stitches after the marker. The slip stitch is the top of the hat. The saw street at the top of the hat remains the same. Take off the marker. To the stitches marked here are needles for threading. We should pick the one closer to us. The pattern is hooked to this side. Is the one far away from us? For our needles, is to hook the braids closer to us. Pick the one closer to us. Pick this braid. Okay, 7 stitches. You must count them. Count 7 stitches. 1. The 2 draw-in stitches must be loosened. 3. 4. 5. Okay, just take the next 6 stitches. The last stitch. Count 7 stitches, okay? After hooking 7 stitches, we'll finish this row. After we finish, we change the thread here at the needle. Change. If you don't change the thread, we reverse the needle and continue to crochet. If you change the thread, we use a standing stitch to change the thread before each stitch. Before every turn, you should hook a standing stitch. You should hook a standing stitch whether you change thread or not. You need to do it on both sides. Just remember this. Before turning both sides, you should hook a standing stitch. Okay, put this thread down and hold the other thread. Changing thread is a standing stitch. Change the thread and reverse it. The first stitch doesn't count from the second stitch. It's still a slip stitch. Yes. Draw thread. It's still a slip stitch. 7 stitches. Okay, be sure to count one. Pick up the closest braids. 2 braids. Three. The slip stitch must be loose. 4 stitches. 5. 6, 7. Make a mark on the 7th stitch. Okay. At the 7th stitch, be sure to mark it. The second one. Finish 7. The wild horse is following done. Is the pattern. The pattern is to adjust the circle. This braids. First, hook a short stitch. Okay. Bring the thread through the next 2 stitches. This is a short stitch. Before crocheting, the first stitch is always a short stitch. Pick up the outside of the short needle. Then pick the outer half below. Merge 3 stitches together. Yes, go down. Pick the outside again. Then pick the lower half. Then wrap the thread round 3 stitches. Pick the outside. This braid. There are 3 loops here. Pick the outside one. Pick the thread below. Merge 3 stitches together. Pick the outside and the bottom with the thread. Merge 3 together. Pick the outside and the thread below. Merge 3 together. This is the balloon flower. Just follow this pattern until you reach the end. Hook to the mark. Here we look again. Crochet here, the last stitch. Pick the outside. Hook the mark. Insert the needle into the last stitch. Merge 3 stitches together. This round is finished. After hooking, reverse. Before reversing, before turning, you must add 1 more chain stitch. This is a standing stitch. Okay. The first stitch doesn't count. Insert the hook from the second stitch. We are still crocheting the pattern. Yes. Enter the needle from the second stitch. Hook a short stitch. First hook a short stitch. 2 crochet. Then mark the first stitch with a marker. Pick up the outside of the short stitch. Pick the outside braids. Then pick the braids below. Merge 3 stitches together with thread. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together with thread. Yes, pick the outside. Then pick the lower one. Merge 3 stitches with thread and wrap thread. This is the platycodon grandiflora. The crochet pattern is the same. The whole hatred is the same flower pattern. Continue crocheting until you reach the marker. Let's take a look at this row later. The flower pattern of this row until you reach the marker. From the stitch marks, there are 7 back loops. 7 sell street at the top of the hat. When you meet a slip stitch, imagine and count forward from the one closest to us. 1 by 1. 1 stitch corresponds to 1 stitch. 2 stitches. 3. 4. 5. 6th. Okay. The last stitch. The last stitch is a bit tight. Don't drop the needle. 7 wild hem stitches. You need to change the thread after crocheting the slip stitch. Let's start changing the thread. If you don't change the thread, make a standing stitch. Continue to crochet. If you want to change threads, just put down this thread and take out the other thread. Use a standing stitch to change threads. Every time you turn, there is a standing stitch here and here when turning. Okay, standing stitches. Reverse the first stitch. The standing stitch doesn't count. Insert the hook into the second stitch. Pick up the braids closest to us. Okay, let's make the first slip stitch. And hook 7 stitches forward. 1. 2. 3. 4th. 5. 6th. Okay, 7 stitches. Make a cross stitch at the 7th stitch. You must do it, otherwise it will become less and less. These are the 7 stitches at the top of the hat. It's the same back and forth. Okay, now it's the pattern again. For the pattern, the first stitch is a short stitch. Pick up the outer braids and bring out 2 loops. This is a short stitch. Pick the outside of the short stitch. Then pick the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together. Pick the outside and then the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together with the thread. Pick the outside and then pick the bottom. Merge 3 stitches together. Continue crocheting down. The pattern is the same. Yes. I won't demonstrate the crocheting downwards. The looser you crochet this hat, the more elastic it is. See? It's very soft. This hat, it's very comfortable to wear. I won't crochet down anymore. Keep crocheting down. Change the thread every 2 rows. Back and forth. Every time, it's at the needle for threading. Change the thread before turning. Whether you use 1 thread or 2 threads, 2 kinds of threads. Before turning, you need to add 1 more standing stitch. Reverse. The first stitch doesn't count. Start from the 2nd stitch. When encountering a pattern, this is the pattern. When you encounter the pattern, 7 stitches of lead stitches. The lead thread remains unchanged. Yes, you must count it. If you need to mark, be sure to mark it. How long should you keep crocheting? Until it matches your head circumference. Until it fits. Let's finish crocheting our own fabric first. Finish the length first. Then we'll talk about the length of the hat has been completed. After hooking, lay it flat on top. These are the 7 needle stitches on the top, which are relatively small. And the brim, it expands relatively large. Spread it out. It looks like a fan. After hooking, measure its head circumference. You can wrap it around your head. If it can fit together, you can wrap it around both sides. If it can fit together, then the hat is finished. And then sew it. If there is a little bit that doesn't fit together, it's okay, because the hat is elastic. You can also measure it, or you can refer to our size chart. When measuring, it should be laid flat. My screen is too small to see. Just lay it flat on the surface. Okay. Measures from this end. Measures to this end. According to the needle starting table, look at the age group you are crocheting for and sew it according to the length. Okay. You can also make it longer. It's okay to make it longer. It's okay to be a little shorter because it is elastic. There is another method. Is to use your own head circumference. Subtract 5 centimeters to measure. For example, if your head circumference is 60, subtracting 5 centimeters is equal to 55, measured from here to here. Just measure to 55. For children, adults can use this method to measure their head circumference. After the head circumference measurement, we start sewing. The thread is here. It doesn't matter which thread knots for the thread on this side. If it's a white thread, we could use another thread to end it. Okay, use this thread to end. Then we can just cut this thread and cut it off. Okay, this thread is not needed. Let's sew it and see. Okay, sewed from the top of the hat first. In the middle of the hat top, next to the fishbone. Next to each fishbone, next to the fishbone, there are 2 lines in the middle. Let's pick them up. Okay, in the middle of this fishbone, there are 2 lines. There are 2 lines in the middle of each bone. We just threaded it in and thread them one by one. Okay, let's start with the first stitch. Pick up the braided needle between the two fish bones. Bring the thread over. This is one. Okay, between these two fish bones, pick 2 braids. There are 2 braids. Okay, there are 2 loops. See, there are 2 loops in the middle of the fishbone. Bring the thread over. There are also 2 loops in the middle. There are 2 loops. One is white and the other is gray. Okay, there are 2 braids in the middle of the fishbone. In the middle of each fishbone, bring the thread over. Bring it one by one. If you do it like this, it's hard to bring it on the hook. You can comb it, push it, and then hook it. Okay, bring them all out one by one. There are 2 lines in the middle of each fishbone. Bring them all over. Okay, keep going. Bring all of them here. Bring them to the back. Here, all the gaps. All the gaps. When threading it in, just be careful and don't drop the needle. Now bring the thread out. We can hold the crochet needle like this, and then with your left hand. The thread can be like this. Okay, leave a section of thread here. Okay, we press it behind. Then the hook needle wraps the thread. The thread on the crochet hook must be pulled tight. Tighten it with this thread, and it won't fall off easily. If you don't tighten it, you call it when you wear it, it will easily fall off. Yes, we must tighten it. It won't fall off. Then the crochet hooked in the right hand. Pull it up. Pull it up and tighten it one by one like this. To pull out, it won't fall off easily. Yes, we must use the thread on top hook must be tightened. Okay. When you bring it halfway. When you bring it halfway. When you bring it halfway, let go of your hand and then move forward. Okay, move forward again. One person takes one. Okay. Okay, take them all out. After all are taken out, which one is the reverse? Which is the right side? We sew the back side, just like this. Okay, this is the back side. After bringing it out like this, then wind the thread and bring out this coil. Okay, stretch the thread a little longer. Break the thread into 3 strands. This is 1, 2, and then add 1 more. Cut 3 strands of thread and sew. Pull this thread over. This is the back. This side looks better. This side is the front. This side is the back. Take out the sewing needle first. Thread it through the thread. Let's start with the top of the hat. This is made with 2 kinds of threads. There are many threads. Let's just leave it here for now. Don't worry about it. Let's look at the top of the hat. The top of the hat is now pulling a thread. It's the line of the sewing needle. Tighten the thread that was just cut. If you pull it tight, if you loosen it, it will open again. It's not tight enough. Take out the sewing needle and sew another round. Okay, stitch by stitch. Along with this thread, we follow this hole. 1 stitch at a time, and sew another circle. Sewing through every hole. Yes, go through each one. One stitch at a time. and sew another round. Okay, just start from the middle, one stitch at a time, and sew another round. And sew through each eyelet. Okay, keep threading until here. Now pull this thread. Okay, now pull it. If you pull this thread, if you pull it and let go, it won't be easy to open. Okay, find the other thread end. These threads are the starting threads. Tie them up, tie a knot, and it won't come apart easily. Okay, let's make a dead knot. Okay, let's tie a knot. Well, take out the other thread end. These threads are the starting threads. Let's tie a knot. Okay, make a dead knot. This is a dead knot. There are many threads now. Don't worry about them now and hide them later. Let's sew the brim first. Let's sew the brim and top of the hat are now we sew the brim. For the brim, one needle corresponds to one needle on this side. There's only we can pick the one that is far away from us. The closer one. This braid, see? It has a braid. We pick the braid that is closer to us. Pick this one. Pick this one. Then, on the other side, there is only one braid left. We just pick the one outside. Just pick this one. Yes, just this one. Just pick the one next to it. Okay, let's start sewing from the first stitch. Sew the first stitch. Stitch from here. You can sew a few more stitches in the first stitch. Let's tidy up these threads. Okay, this is the first stitch. Okay, let's sew it again. You can sew a few more stitches in the first stitch. Okay, let's sew again. We are still sewing in the same stitches. After sewing, continue to sew down. Leave this thread out for now. Okay, let's pick one here. Then pick one on the opposite side. Tighten it. Then pick one on this side. Pick the one closer to us on this side. And this side is a single one. We only need to pick one braid. Okay, align it. Be sure to sew it correctly. Pull it. One on this side. One on the other side. Okay, one on this side. One on the opposite side. Sew one stitch at a time. Just sew it one by one like this. This thread is a bit big. The thread is closer to us. This thread is relatively large. Then it's normal. We can just sew normally. Sew one stitch at a time. I won't demonstrate it below, sew it yourself. Okay, so all the way to the back. I've sewn to the back here. There are a few stitches left sewing it. If there is 1 or 2 stitches difference, you can adjust it. It doesn't matter as long as it's not too much. It doesn't matter if you adjust it. Okay. 1 stitch to 1 stitch. Adjust it. Okay. This is still. This is the last one. Hook 1 stitch for 1 stitch. After hooking, there is a gap here. You can use your own method. Just adjust it. You can pass it through here and then pass it through here. Right. To make the gap smaller. The gap will be smaller. Okay, let's sew another stitch here. Well, for this kind of gap, there will be basically no more. Finally, this is the back of our product. On the back, we just need to hide the thread. Just hide it behind. Okay, you can loosen it a little. Don't pull it too tight here, so that the gap is not so big. Finally, we hide this thread. Hide the thread for him. Don't pull it too tight when pulling. Yes, here, look. The gap is not so obvious. Hide the excess thread inside the thread. And gently find a suitable place. Okay, you can make a slip knot and continue to hide it. Okay, I won't hide it much. You can hide more stitches. We cut the thread. After cutting the thread, look at the top of the hat. There are loops inside the top. We do the same. Take a sewing needle to hide the thread. The thread we hide is white. We hide it inside the white thread. Okay, just like this. Hide it stitch by stitch. Hide it in the same color. It won't be visible. Okay, let's hide it stitch by stitch. Hide a few more stitches. If the thread is long, hide a few more stitches. Okay, you can tie a knot. Right, let's go back from here. Tie a knot. Hide it in your own way. You can hide more stitches below. I won't hide it here. I'll hide a few stitches. And on this side, 2 threads, the same. This colored thread, we hide them inside the same color. Go. Find a suitable place to hide. This is the back of us. Hide it on the back. Okay, I don't hide too many stitches. You can hide a few more stitches. Okay, there's 1 more stitch here. There is another way. Hide it in the white color. The top of the hat. After hiding, it's basically invisible. Okay. This is the back. Now turn it over. Let's work on the top. Look at the top of the hat. Let's take a look at the top of the hat. If adults and the elderly don't want to make balls, don't make a ball. If you don't want to make a ball, we can pinch a few flowers. Which looks better? Okay. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make 6 or 5 flowers. You can make as many flowers as you can. Now prepare a piece of thread and take out the sewing needle. This is not for making a pom-pom. We don't need it for making a hat ball. Okay, let's hold it 1 by 1 and thread it to the top. 1 by 1. 2. Then pinch out another one. 2, 4. Okay, let's connect another one. 5. Okay, make 6 flowers. In this way, without making a pom-pom, the top of the hat looks good. Okay, let's tighten it. Tie it and make a knot. Okay, tighten it. And make a dead knot. Okay, let's put the extra thread. We put it behind. This is the front. This is already the front. I've turned it over. Tie it on the front. Okay, hide the extra thread inside. We'll hide it later. This way, the top of the hat will look better. If you don't want to make a pom-pom, we can wear it like this. It looks very nice. You can try it. Well, in this case, for adults. Or for the elderly who don't want to make a pom-pom. You don't need to make a pom-pom. It looks very good. Okay, next, I'll make a pom-pom for you. For making a pom-pom, take out the ball maker. These 2 ball makers are a set. When using it, the white dots should be facing outwards. Look, both white dots are facing out. Align them like this. Align them together and take out the thread. This is made with 2 kinds of threads for this ball. We can also use 2 kinds of threads to match it. This is double strand thread. It's easy to wrap. Align them. Wrap it layer by layer like this. Wrap it all. Okay, turn back. Okay, turn back after winding 1 layer. And then turn back. And go back and forth like this. Keep winding until it's full. You can stop when it's almost done. If you want to make it bigger, you can wind more layers. If you want to make it smaller, you can wind fewer layers or less layers after winding. Don't need to break the thread. Okay, just turn it directly to this side. Also in the same way, layer by layer. Okay, don't scratch it. Layer by layer. Turn back. The thickness should be similar to this side. It's almost the same. Compare the 2 sides. The thickness on both sides should be similar. It can't be too different. Okay. Break the thread directly after winding. Okay, hide the thread a little bit, then combine the 2 together. There is some winding here. Let's break it and fix it. Put them together. The clips on top should be clipped together. Okay, here. Get it out of here too. Okay, now the two clips are together. Now take out the scissors. Insert the needle into this groove. Now take out the scissors and insert the needle into the middle groove. Cut it all. Follow the groove. Don't cut too much. If it's too big, you can't get into the groove. You can't cut it. Okay, cut it all. Cut off all the threads wrapped around it. Okay, now put it here. Take out 2 sections of thread. This squirrel hair yarn. We will use double strand thread. Yes, prepare double strand thread. Okay. Take a double strand thread and thread it through the groove. Okay, thread it through the groove like this. Let's make a knot. Tie a knot in the groove. Tighten it up and make sure it's tight. Okay, turn it around again. Turn it here. Tie a knot here. Okay, let's tie it in the middle. Tie it in the middle. Tighten it. Then tie a dead knot. Make sure to tie it tightly. After tying a dead knot, open the hook. Okay, the ball is basically done. After it's done, we need to trim it. Look at the top. There are short and long ones. If you see anything that doesn't look good, we can just trim it. Okay, look where there are uneven parts, uneven lengths. We can trim it. If you see anything that doesn't look good, trim it. Okay, I won't fix it here. You can fix it yourself. After fixing it, comb the fluff on it. The fluff on it are all cut off. Cut off. You need to comb them slightly. Okay, now let's put it on. Take out the sewing needle. This is double threaded thread. 2 by 2. Thread it through. Take out the double thread. Take out the sewing needle and thread it through. Take out the hat. You should wear it from the opposite side. One here. One here. Don't wear it in one place. It's okay wherever you wear it, as long as it's symmetrical. Here, here, or here, here. 2 opposite sides. We passed it through here. And bring the thread over. Okay. Pull it over. There's another one behind, and also pass this thread through. After threading it in, hold the thread with this hand. The thread you just passed through. Don't let it fall out. Okay, take a look. Where is this thread worn? This thread is worn here, right? So our thread is on the opposite side of it. We wear it on the opposite side. This way, it's more symmetrical. Bring the thread over. After bringing it over, tie it up at the back. Tighten it. And tie a knot. Okay, the hat is done. There are some threads here. Finally, hide the thread ends. Let's see where to hide them. We hide this thread, the extra thread, and hide all the threads into the hat ball. After threading it in, and pass it through the hat ball from the middle. From the middle of the hat. Okay, let's bring it over. Pull it out. After pulling it out, pull it tight. Cut it to be the same length as the ball. There are 2 more threads inside. We'll take the inside threads in the same way to the outside. Okay, like that. Like this. This hatred is all done. Okay, let's try it on. Well, this hat can be worn by all ages and can be worn by men, women, when wearing a hat. You should choose the color you like to match the colors. You can also use solid colors to crochet. Okay, that's it for today.